My name is Khan. I'm the Market Development Manager here at Nordson EFD with over a decade of experience servicing our medical device manufacturing customers globally. Today, I'm going to give you a quick review of how medical device manufacturers are successfully winning the race to micro using fluid dispensing solutions. For the purpose of this talk, we are going to specifically take an example of one specific medical device here. Let's just talk about ablation catheters and how the landscape for ablation catheters have been changing since I have been here at Nordson EFD. So before we jump into how that landscape has changed, how the different techniques have been involved, how our technologies have innovated and been optimized to meet the new requirements, first of all, understand what an ablation catheter is. Ablation catheter, it's a minimally invasive device. It's used for the treatment of irregular heartbeats. You probably would be familiar with the term cardiac arrhythmia. That's particularly what the device is basically used for. It's essentially a catheter, which you probably would know that is a thin tube inserted through after having a very minimal invasiveness in somewhere in your body, and the catheter gets inserted into a blood vessel all the way to the patient's heart, and then the ablation technique is used to strategically destroy abnormal tissues and restore proper function to the heart. Now we have identified the technology which we will be focusing around on within this talk, ablation catheters. So just to sort of like give you a bit of a landscape change in the innovation which has come within this particular space of ablation catheters. Ablation catheters a few years ago relatively wider than what they are today. So just to basically put that in perspective, a few years ago, some of the technologies available on the market would be 2 millimeters in diameter. Now they are around about 1 millimeter, almost half of what the size used to be a few years ago. The walls on the catheters are more thin now, where you are trying to basically put a bond down. The dispensing requirements where would have been previously, a few years ago, you were looking for putting dot size around, 500 microns plus. Now you're looking at dot sizes 500 microns and less, essentially around about 300 microns, 350, 400 is where we currently are. And these are the challenges which our medical device manufacturing customers are currently facing, that how to put such small volumes of these fluids in strategic locations on those ablation catheters repeatably, reliably, and accurate. So as we have now understood how ablation catheter technology has innovated, the landscape has changed from the time back in the days when most of these applications could have been done by using squeezy bottles or pin transfer. Now those requirements have become more intricate. Our customers are looking for more reliable, repeatable, accurate manners and technologies of how they can apply the fluids in their production processes.